Right, here we are. Back. Ride for Section 2 of the Nevada BDR. Explained my thoughts, details on the highlights or lowlights of each section, I guess if you want to call it that. You can go to my ride channel, Ride MFR Ride, to see the short, 4 to 5 minute video I put together of the actual ride itself. Things along the way. We'll go over here. We'll go back to the ride channel or the Backcountry, the BDR website, and looking at the map. Obviously, I started again right there. Pahrump. Started right there at that ice cream cone shop right there. It was funny. I was gonna do it the very next weekend. Ended up being this next weekend after that because something else came up. So it was 2 weekends after that I got to it. I planned on starting early, but I didn't end up getting out to Pahrump and starting the second section until about noon. So I was way behind schedule on starting the section. I just planned on doing the second section, going from Pahrump to Gold Point. So we got section 2 to 3, which is Gold Point. Now this one, to be honest, I don't remember anything really hard about this section. This whole first part right here, this is all road coming out of Pahrump. So you're on the pavement all the way until you get to here. Then you make this right off, and then bam, then you go into California for a split second, and you're back. But this is all like super wide, two-way traffic, very clean. You could do 50, 60 along this part, no problem, which is what I did. You're following the mountains here for a while. You end up cutting through. This is all just super wide open. Nothing to worry about. I mean, every once in a while you got to pay attention because of the wash, because of the way the rain does it out here. Sometimes it'll just wash out a part of these roads out here. So you got to be prepared to get that front end up over it or eat shit. Then you come up here and then bam, you hit a little bit of pavement for a little bit. And you're back and you come up and you make this right, and you're back on like a super well maintained road. Cut across here, wrap around, and you make another right, and bam, come up to a stop sign. You make this right. This is all easy. There's nothing hard about this. Then you come up over here, and bam, then right here is where that little devil's hole is at, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's like right here by this mountain is where the devil's lookout or whatever. If you watch my video, you'll see there's a place on there where I go check out this little prehistoric hole. Supposedly there are prehistoric fish in there. I had video on some of that stuff, but I don't know what I did with it. Probably lost it, trashed it, or whatnot. You really couldn't see nothing. You're just looking down in this crack, and then there's some water down in the crack. And you're like, you can't see nothing in the water. I hear you used to be able to actually go down to the water. But nowadays, there is none of that going on here. So, Pahrump to Gold Point, anyways, is 151 miles. You see it's highlighted in blue here. Let's see. Section 2 runs between the Nevada Test Range and California through classic Nevada desert sprinkled with quirky Nevada culture. I wonder what that is. You'll be cruising among mostly smooth gravel roads with occasional sandy 2-track and a few mellow rocky sections. Yeah. And obviously it talks about the sand dunes, the giant dunes, the big dunes right here in this section. Yeah, but where were we at? We were in here. All right. Well, anyways, yeah, we go past the old fish. And then we come. Yeah, bear with me here as I get my bearings back. Okay. Yeah, you come up here, bam. The full fish thing is right about here. And you come along, you cut through those mountains. Nothing hard here. Come off into this flat. Devil's Hole Road is what we were on. And you wrap around, you come up here. None of this part of this road is nothing really memorable. Come up here, bam, you hit the tarmac for a minute. Bam, you make this left. There's like a little elementary school here or something. I don't know. And you follow this tarmac for a while. And then bam, then you come to this place right here and you make a right and you go back off into the desert. This is pretty much just straight. It's a one 2-track road. Soft sand certain sections, hard packing other sections. Then obviously you see the big dune here. It says Big Dune. And then we're gonna shrink this for a second, and that's where we're gonna go here for a second. And then that's when I came to the Big Dune, and then I finally, for the first time of the trip, actually pulled out the drone. And that's what you'll be seeing here on the background. Now, I don't know if anybody's ever been to Armagosa sand dunes before, but yeah, this place is pretty cool for a few different reasons that I specifically like. The number one reason is that I like to go ride places where there aren't anybody else riding. I like to be by myself. I don't want to have to worry about wrecking into somebody else or them wrecking into me. And sand dunes are one of those places that happens a lot to people. People will be out there just having a good time, and they come up over one of these sand dunes, and somebody's coming the other way, and pack, you're smack into somebody. So, but Armagosa is cool because it's not very big. Obviously, you can see the whole sand dunes here. But if you're on a dirt bike or a quad or razor truck, whatever you got that can go in these, there's plenty of different types of sand dunes to have a ball in. A couple different bowls over in this other section on the other side. You can camp out there. You can see there's people over here camped out, and this over here they got some trailers and stuff. Halloween's not, there's not too many people out there during Halloween, but there's a couple people out there. Dumont and Glamis are probably the real crowd drawers, but that's why I like to go here because, look, we're rolling over in the middle of the afternoon and there's like nobody on the sand dune at all. So if you like to ride sand dunes and don't want to be ran over, like Armagosa is one of the places that you might want to spend a day or two. Yeah, this is like when I first got my drone, so I'm not the best pilot at this moment. Actually, I'm probably still not the best pilot, but yeah, this is what we got. Armagosa is pretty cool. I had fun while I was there. But yeah, anyway, let's get back on track. Yeah, you can stop by the sand dunes. That's so this whole trail is pretty straight, like I said, it's hard packed and you got some little soft sand sections, but it's not very deep, so it's not very hard to navigate. And then you come up, bam, and then you get on this tarmac for a minute, come up, bam, make a right off right here onto this road. Now this road up here, it's not bad at all. It's just a normal road. But then once you get past over through here, and you come up, make this left, and you start to go. See, this is the section that I kind of liked. Was it that section? Or it might have been right up in here. Let me see. There's a section up here in this after Armagosa that it's not straight. It's kind of like wavy and zigzaggy. I don't know. That might have been after Beatty. Yeah, I'm thinking that's where that was on that part. Yeah, because I think there's a couple mines up in here. Like up and around here, there's some mines, some old gold mines. Yeah, because then you come up and then you kind of creep up through this area. This section is pretty pleasurable to ride in. Once you get past this whole straight section here, and get past the gold mine, because this I'm not gonna lie, this section's a two lane road, or two wheeled track, and it's very rocky, so it's not very pleasurable. But then you make this left here, and you go up into this canyon, and you're in a wash for a little while, and then you come up out, and then you kind of creep through these mountains here, go over this little pass, and then back down into Beatty. If you watch the video, yeah, this section right here, it's pretty obvious. It's when I'm using the 360 mount. I'm getting some good side view, and it looks like it looks fun. That's this section right here. I really did like riding this section here. This section, not so much. I mean, it wasn't hard, but I like stuff like this up in here that's more pleasurable, not hard, but you're moving, you're using clutch, you're having a good time. This is the section I like right here. In this whole section here, this would say the Crescent Cliff, this little pass. Can't even, it's getting close. Let's see what this is. Secret Pass. And you see there's like a little up here. You can go up there. It's nothing really up there. It's like a little antenna tower. But this Secret Pass, this is very enjoyable. Tarantula Canyon, yep. And then right in here, bam, there's like trees and stuff through here. It's cool. I like this section. Secret Pass is dope. And you come out of there and you're coming down, and then there's like a mine on the other side. So this road gets pretty easy, pretty wide, pretty maintained, and then you're just shooting down till you get to the pavement, and then you take the pavement up, and then that's when you're in Beatty. So if you've seen the video, you've seen that, yeah, you go to the little gas station right there. They got restaurants. They got a few little bars and stuff. Beatty's not bad. I did a Tough Mudder outside Beatty one time. Actually 2 times I did. But anyways, gassed up there. Oh, there goes Kendra going crazy. Somebody must be here. Yo, yo. 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 I wonder what the difference is between this and this. This. We're going to have this on. Anyways, I'm going to have to cut all that out, huh? Anyways, we come to Beatty. And then we go, you leave Beatty. And this is all tarmac here. You're on pavement, all the way up until you hit, you're on pavement for a little while here. Until here. But the thing is, when you go to hit this trail, it's not so obvious. So I missed it like twice. I think I went down this trail and was like miles down this trail for a minute before I looked at the GPS and noticed I wasn't on the right trail. Then I came up back to the tarmac, went down past it because I didn't see it, and went down. And then I'm looking at the GPS when I'm like a couple miles down the road. I'm like, oh, this ain't it. So then I go back and I finally look up into this section up here probably, and I actually see the trail. So I'm like, okay, it's got to be somewhere. So I think I just cut up through this whole section, like right here. And then I think somewhere around here I found another trail, and it eventually connected me to this trail here. Yeah, so we come up through here, cross through the mountains, or cut through there. Yeah, this whole section here actually is pretty cool. I like riding this section. That section was nice. But then you come back, I think in here, yeah, right in here, I think is the ghost town. Yeah. See, it doesn't show anything on this map. But right here in this section, because after you come off this road and then bam, yeah, you creep through here. If you watch the video, bam, you come up to this ghost town where they got like obviously old casino. Then there's like some art that people put out there. It's pretty cool. Watch the section video, Section2. Yeah, I show a little bit of what's out there. Some cool stuff. Then you get back on the park. This is all from like here to here is like all pavement. And then you make this right here. So this is a dirt road. And then you follow this for a while. And I like this section right here. This section right here is pretty nice. It's like gets kind of wavy and up and down and around, and a bunch of it's not big movements in the trail, but enough to like keep you like entertained. And it's up and down, bunch of small ups and downs, small up and downs, small up and downs. And then that's when you hit like this Sarcobatas Flat, this section right here. That's when I got the it's not a bad ride. There's not a lot of rocks in the way. It's not a lot of like weird stuff going on. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's another Armagosa video. Oh, Armagosa. Oh, there it goes. See, this is that section right here by this flat. This is skip ahead here. But yeah, this is that flat right there as you're cutting across. This is in the video as well. But yeah, this section, I mean, obviously you can tell by looking at it, it's very simple. Very simple. And then like I said, you'll have a couple downs and ups which aren't very extreme, pretty pleasurable. I mean, every once in a while you got some rocks, every once in a while you got some soft sand, but pretty pleasurable ride. This section right here. Long and straight though. That is one thing when you're out there in the desert and there's like literally nothing around. I mean, look at this. It's nothing. You know what I mean? And you just see your road just going forever. You're like, damn. And this is like a very small section of how long I have to go. So, yeah. Just kind of just beat along here. I'm like looking around for the drone, like, where's it at? I'm like, oh shit, there it is. Okay, we can go now. Eventually get going too fast and end up losing the drone and end up turning around and trying to go back where we took off from. But hey, look here, you can see it's wide open. You can just see your trail. You're just like, oh my God, I gotta go where? It's actually where I came from. So I think I'm gonna snatch this drone and turn it around in a sec. Oh, bring it down. Up, turn it around and bring it back to me. See, this is where I was going. Try to use this section in the video, I think. But anyways, back to the tail of the trail. And you follow that one up for a while. Actually, for a long while, actually. And you finally come across here. And there's like some kind of mining stuff going on around here too. And you follow this road up and around, and that's when you'll like see the little like monument with the little Jesus guy with the mask on and everything. Pictures and stuff are in the video. I don't know what I did with all that stuff. Yeah, then you end up coming up around this mountain and you're heading around because you're trying to go to the castle, the Hard Luck Castle, which is, I believe it's right here. I believe the Hard Luck Castle is right here, which if you watch the video on the channel, you'll see pictures of that. And then, yeah, right here, I think is the pass. Right here. This is the pass. I took a little bit of video of that too. It's on the video. It's starting to get dark, so the drone video, the lighting's not very good on this part. Yeah, but this section right here was pretty pleasurable too. Like I said, well maintained. Nothing hard about it. When I left this section here, this one is starting to get dark, so everything after this was just dark. Trail wasn't bad at all, but yeah, I just had to wind down through these mountains all the way out to you get to Gold Point, Nevada. Now that's where the end of section 3. It's like a little bar here where this dude is like always open or always closed based on if somebody's there or not. And the night I got there, I didn't get there till like 8 p.m. at night. And there was like a whole crew of people that were out there. There was like 13 trailers, I think. There was a bunch of people out there. But it was 8 at night. There was only like 2 or 3 people in the bar. I think his name's Walt. Shout out to old Walt. That's Walt that owns the bar in Gold Point. If anybody sees this, you can comment in the section below about Gold Point and what's there. His name's Walt, I believe. But that place was very interesting. Got to go inside there and see what's in there. Take a few pictures. There's definitely a lot of stuff. You can see I showed some of it in the end of the video, but like I said, I don't know what happened to most of all that stuff. I think it got deleted somewhere, so no records, just in my mind. And for anybody else who goes there to visit it, can see it for themselves. Sit in the old barber chair. Drink you a Coke at the bar, or a brew if that's what you'll choose. But yeah, that's where section 2 ends, right there in Gold Point. So I guess that'll wrap up section 2 explained. It wasn't bad. I did the highlights of section 2 would be obviously the big dunes. If you have a minute to play around in the sand dunes, riding bikes in the sand dunes is not easy work sometimes, especially if it's a bigger adventure bike. So you might want to bypass that. And what else? Yeah, the ride wasn't bad. Like we said, the secret pass right before Beatty. That's a nice little enjoyable part. The ghost town. It's a tourist attraction. There were other people there in cars when I got to the ghost town. So, yeah, Section 2 was cool. I would definitely ride Section 2 again. So, yeah, that wraps up Section 2. See y'all Section 3. Peace.